Okay, question. What is manifestation? You see, if you can get a hold of this, this is the little books written by my teacher, Achieve the Impossible. He has many of them. Right now during the video stream, we're going to Beyond the Mind. It's one of the sutras. So this one's called Achieve the Impossible. This has to do with prosperity and productivity. That's why he calls it the Golden Lotus Sutras of Spiritual Business Management. So let's just pick one of the chapters. It says, on manifestation, magic, you know, Harry Potter, magic, okay, is the science of manifestation using divine laws. Alright? So, take a look. It says, things happen because you will them to happen. Creation is done by the will, by influencing the inner world. Read again. Things happen because of what? You will them to happen. Creation is done by the will, by influencing the inner world. Using the spiritual approach, when you change the inner world, you change the physical world. This is the principle behind healing. Any healing you can think of. You have the physical body, you have the energy body. The energy body is the blueprint that the physical body follows. So as you do healing, any modality you use, you correct the condition, the flow of energy. The chakras that need to be healed are stronger, balanced, and so on and so on. You're creating a new blueprint for the physical body to follow. That's for healing. Now, when it comes to abundance and prosperity, it's the same thing. Before you go broke, before you become prosperous, that thing that's supposed to, that energetic change first happened in your energy field. So since we're talking about manifestation, there's a specific chakra in your body that is in charge of manifestation. Now, it's something like this. Do you notice there's some people in your life that they have a lot of ideas, a lot of plans? 20 years go by, it's still a plan. You know, I remember we were in, Albuquerque. This lady approached me. Very good heart. She goes, yeah, I have an idea. I have a plan of creating this spiritual center, how many acres. And she went on and on and I go, hey, that's great. Then she says, I want to include panicking. Okay, that's good. Then I remember what my teacher used to say. Talk is cheap. A lot of people can say stuff, but you have to watch if they actually manifest. So you never know. So I said, yeah, please, So I'm coming back in 2 months for the higher classes. Give me a proposal, like a business plan, then we'll talk about it. Come back 2 or 3 months later. Oh, I'm working on it. Okay, good. Maybe you need more time. It's been 5 years. Every time I see her, I'm still working on it. When I scan her, big upper chakra, idealistic. When you get to the bottom, you see, your basic chakra at the base of your spine is called the chakra of manifestation, or to be more specific, he calls it materialization. What is it? Okay, what exactly does that mean? If you sit here, let's make it realistic. Put your hand like this. Go like that. You ready? Look at one of your hands. Verbally say the word apple 5 times. Go. Apple, 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 apple. Okay, compare both hands. Anybody feel something? Now watch. The hand that you said apple to, could you scan it? Feel the arm, feel the hand. How many can feel something there? Yeah. Now watch. Look at the hand you said apple to. Visualize the apple as clearly as you can. Okay, that's good enough. Compare both hands again. What do you notice? A little heavier. Now, go like this. Scan. How many of you could actually feel like there's a certain shape or form? Okay, now watch. Go like this. Compare. Guess what you just did? In the spiritual practices, they call this creating a thought form. A what? A thought form. So, when you sit here, you go, the ceiling is white. Oh, the speaker is black. At any given time, when you create thoughts, you did what you just did with your hand. You create thousands of these forms in your aura. Not all of them survive. So, if I say the ceiling is white, the second I put my attention somewhere else, and more attention is put there, these things start to dissipate. Are you with me so far? So you create thousands of these thought forms, probably more. Now, what you call manifestation, materialization is as simple as this. taking that thought that is so subtle and giving it the ability to be physical. That's what you call materialization. It's just like taking water vapor, reversing the process, and making it into an ice cube. You with me so far? A lot of people talk about manifestation. Manifestation is essentially taking a thought that is so subtle and somehow to a certain technology, making it so physical that it becomes part of your life. How are we doing so far up to here? Put it another way. You have this plan for your life. It's an idea. Great thoughts. But until your basic chakra gets involved, it stays an idea. So your basic chakra, when a person's basic chakra is strong, it gives them the ability, subconsciously, to take an idea and do certain things to it that they become excited. When they become excited, they're focused. When they're focused, they do certain things to make it happen. That's called materialization. Now some people, they're like this, ooh, I have a great idea. How do you make it happen? I don't know. Okay, maybe you had a good intention. 3-4 years later, how do you make it happen? I don't know, I just know that it'll happen. Without the basic chakra, there is no drive. There's no what? Drive. There's no drive. So let's put it together. Take a look. Are you still interested? Am I boring with this information?
Yeah.
Huh? Anyway, you're a captive audience. Alright. He explains, things happen because you will them to happen. Creation is done by the will, by influencing the inner world. Will has 2 parts. How many? 2 parts. Part 1 is power. Part 2 is purpose. So will is divided into what? Power and purpose. Without power, the purpose cannot be manifested. In other words, I have all these ideas. Without energy, it stays as an idea. Then take a look. Power without purpose diffuses. Therefore, power becomes impotent. Okay, let's clarify. On one end, you have people with great ideas. So there's, the purpose, I want to do this. But if their chakras are not strong, they don't have the basic chakra to it, there is no power to go towards it. So nothing happens. Then you have all these people, yeah, I got lots of energy, I have this, I have that. But there's no direction in life. It's just like having a nice car. You have a Lamborghini, fully gassed up, nowhere to go. So the two have to be there. You have to have ideas, and then what? You have to have the energy to make it manifest. So let's keep going. It's something like this. Remember earlier you were scanning? Areas in your life that have more energy, what happened? Are more successful, have more energy. So, what you do is this. Anybody put your hand like this for me. What's your basic chakra? At the base of your spine. Let's try something. Go like this. Say the energy of my basic chakra. Alright. Can you think of something that you have to do that you have been procrastinating on? A lot of us have a list for each of our lists, right? Okay, just pick one. Ready? Repeat after me. I will wait later. I'll do this later. No rush. But do it next time. What do you call that? Procrastinating, right? Scan your basic. What do you notice? It shrinks. Okay, now, raise your dominant hand. Say, I will and decree.
I will and decree.
Oh yeah, who's going to believe you? Come on, a little more conviction. I will and decree.
I will and decree.
I will get this done immediately.
I will get this done immediately.
As I will it.
As I will it.
So be it.
So be it.
Okay? Check your basic. Weaker or stronger? Okay. Guess what? Every time you make a plan and you put your attention to it and really focus, your basic chakra starts whirling. When it starts whirling, then it gives you the energy to move forward. However, you notice your basic chakra got bigger? It's temporary. You know why? You set the intention, but if you don't follow through, the energy dissipates. That's why when people say everything is intention, that's not correct. The intention, when you set a certain intention, the appropriate chakra gets big to draw the energy to allow you to fulfill it. For example, when you say, honey, I really love you, the heart chakra starts expanding. Now, if you just all talk, at some point the heart shrinks. Now, you say you love someone and you actually perform, you actually show it, then the heart chakra expands and stay expanded. It's the same thing with your basic. You say, I want to do something, When you don't do it, it's just all ideas. The chakra expands. At some point, you don't use it, the chakra goes, and the person's back to where they started. Are we communicating? Can I move this a little faster? Okay, now, what else? Okay, let's talk about the power of your words. What do you think? Follow me, go like this. Say my basic chakra. Okay, let's make it a little more specific. My prosperity energy level. Come on, you guys are good. It's not that bad. Try it. Okay, ready? I'm going to have you say something if you don't mean it. Just for practice. It's kind of basic. Say money is the root of all evil. Okay, you know that's a misquote, right? What happened to your basic? He doesn't care. When words go out of your mouth, even if you don't mean it, it sets up certain vibration. When you joke about being broke, you are setting up the condition in the inner world to make it manifest. But I didn't mean it, I was kidding. He doesn't care. Let's try another one. Same thing, even if you don't mean it. Put your hand like this. Say my prosperity energy level. Money is good. Money is a tool to improve my life and the lives of others. The more I have, the more I can share, the more I can help. Having lots of money is a manifestation of God's infinite blessings. Okay, check your basic. See, even if you don't mean it, the basic chakra responds. So the first thing you need to do in understanding materialization manifestation is watch your mouth. If you joke about being broke, then you complain your money is not there, well, guess whose fault is it? You get my point? Can you handle more? Okay, let's talk about other people. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What did the microphone in the speaker do? It amplifies. Alright. Now, you know, when you read Genesis, does it say, and God visualized and the earth came to be? What did it say? And God said. Yeah? Or did it say, and God meditated and God visualized, so therefore there was light? How was it? And God said, let there be light. Therein lies the secret. The power of the spoken word. The power of what? The spoken word. Now, I can't go through it in detail right now because of time. But if you read or study the Kabbalah, you know the Tree of Life? Actually, can I borrow, while I'm doing, can you give me one of the books? Okay. It's something like this. Some of you notice, when you were small, certain adults or people who you look up to were not very careful with their words. So what happened is, they say certain things to you that were not so pleasant, then later on, you notice it starts to affect you negatively. Let me take it. So, it's something like this. Some people growing up, when they were small, they said, you had parents or whoever says, you never amount to anything. Have you heard that before? You know what happens? The power of the words of the parents went in as energy and lodged itself in the aura of the child. Have you ever heard that children are easy to mold? You know why? It has to do with the aura of the child. When a child's aura is weak, not as strong compared to the adult, when a person who has a bigger chakra like will say something, that thought goes into the aura and the chakras, and over a period of time it grows. So when that person's already in their 30s or 40s and trying to succeed, and this little voice comes out, they start having internal struggles. Who knows what I'm talking about? So, you have to watch what you say to other people. Now here's the good news. If you're one of them who had that happen to you, get somebody who knows pranic psychotherapy. They can go in and pull it out. I'll give you an example. I have a friend. She's a pianist. She's great. I've been to two or three of her recitals. She'll be playing great, and then she chokes. I mean, literally just, then suddenly, I'm going, is that a rest in music? Not for 3 minutes. That's called choking. And then she plays. So finally I pulled her aside and said, what's your problem? She goes, when she was small, the vice principal of her school told her she's stupid. That has been at least 8 to 10 years ago. But somehow, 10 years later, it still sits in the aura. You get my point? So those thoughts start manifesting an obstacle for her. Are we good?
Yeah.
So how does it affect you? Okay, you listen to people a lot of times, they say, I can't get this done, I'm so dumb. Have you heard that before? You don't realize you're setting up your own boulders in front of you. So every time you say a negative thought, you disintegrate it using energy. Using what?
Energy.
You really have to watch what you say. Okay, why did I bring this book up? It's something like this. Normally, when you open a book, how do chapters go? Chapter 1, chapter 2, 3, 4, and keep going, right? This book is very interesting. You know, if you have the book, it says, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 11, chapter 4, chapter 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, and 13. So the question is, how come 11 came before 4? You know why?
Moved up in priority.
If you look at the Tree of Life, the Tree of Life says there's 10 power centers. Okay, I can't speak Hebrew, but I think it's Sephiro or Sephira, and plus 1 hidden one. So 10 plus 1 is what? 11. But the count is very interesting. The count is crown, forehead, ajna, heart, solar plexus, and so on, so on. The last one is the throat. The question is why? It's a super potent one. That's why they call it a secret chakra. How much you want to know? Let's go back to Genesis. And God said, let there be light. In other words, the word was spoken into existence. In the same manner, you create your word based on your throat and what you say. Now, when you're new, your chakras are this size. When you start doing meditation and spiritual practice, the chakras do what? They expand. So, how many had this experience before? You do meditation, you do healing, the energy is getting stronger, and you notice some of your relationships become a little bit, more friction. And then, you tell your partner or somebody says, what? I just said this. How come you're so upset? They go, it's not what you said.
It's not what you said.
You know what that means? It means that before you used to say certain things, your chakra is this big. So it hits the aura like that. Once you do meditation, spiritual practice, your chakras are bigger. When you say something, it hits like that. So in my case, I have a favorite term. Whatever. Or who cares? Used to, I would say that, and there's no problem in the family. Lately, if my wife says something, I go, anyway, whatever. Oh, World War III. I've said that before. Yeah, it's not that. It's how you said. I said it the same way. Whatever. You get my point? The problem is the energy that hits behind it. So if you don't watch your words carefully, then you start wondering how come things don't go right. It's because you are constantly creating. Another term for creating is manifesting. Another term for manifesting is materializing. Are we communicating?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
So when you're talking to yourself, you have to be more serious. You say, okay, I have to watch my words. Like, for example, I'm not picking on any of you, but some of you were talking today. How you doing? Oh, my back is killing me. Okay, good luck. Don't expect it to get better. It's killed you. Okay, all right, go for it. You get my point? I know you're saying it's just the way we talk. Exactly. Watch that chakra. How much more can you handle? You sure? Let's do a simple experiment. You ready? Open your palms. Keep your tongue in the palate. Open eyes, close eyes, whatever works for you. You ready? Let's see if the power of spoken word does anything. You know what? Just close your eyes. Okay, let's just have a short discussion. Keep your eyes closed. Well, you know, your crown chakra is getting bigger. So much spiritual energy seems to be pouring down your crown. Your crown is getting more expanded. Your forehead chakra is getting super energized. Your ajna chakra is getting bigger. Your heart chakra, front and back, are glowing and growing so big. You're now being filled with so much waves of love and sweetness. And the stress energy in your solar plexus seems to be going out. And your solar plexus seems to be calming down. Your navel chakra is getting energized. Your basic, your sex chakra are getting energized. Your entire body is now glowing with so much prana. You're now swimming in an ocean of light, ocean of energy. And it seems like you're happier. And it seems like the aura is expanding and glowing and getting brighter and brighter. Every part of your body is now absorbing the super healthy, fresh, healing energy. So be it. Just be still. How do you feel?